no sleep, no sleep, no sleep, no sleep, no sleep, no sleep. In my bed, 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 in my bed. You know about it. I ain't getting next. In my bed, in my bed, in my bed. You know how that. You set my soul on fire. Baby, you set my soul on You set my soul on fire. Baby, you set my soul on do it like that. Then do it like this. Do it like that. Then do it like that. Then do it like this. Do it like that. Then do it like that. Then do it like this. Do it like that. Then do it like this.
Alright, what's happening, fam?
Hello. Welcome, everyone. Good day to everyone.
See who we have here with us. Electric Dobre, great to see you here again, bro. Nice up the last session. I made $661 from that gold trade. Well played, man. Yankov, great to see you again. Mokes, Adrian, Badman, Anointed, Warren, of course, Andre, Rearizin, Binary, Ronak, Family Life, Brainheart, Daniel, Phil, Lucifer, Nauman, great to see you here, bro. Dominic, and Krishna. Why is gold suddenly pumping? Yeah, it's because we had just major news for the dollar, so we are seeing some crazy volume. We're gonna go through that for sure. Hey, Cyan. So for the people that might be new here, my name is Ryu. I'm one of the Syndicate traders hosting today's live session, as always, with our another Syndicate trader, Andre.
What's up, guys? Nice to meet you. Pleasure to be here as always. Yeah, let's see how this session is going. Not bad volume in London for currencies.
Hmm?
And to answer quick to Krishna, we just had news for dollar. It was the GDP for the second quarter, and good news, to be honest. Really good news. Dollar has some good data behind now. Good NFP, unchanged rates, which is good, not bad, right? And GDP is going up despite the expenses that US had with the war. So yeah, not bad.
Sorry.
Not bad. No worry, no worry. Is the bias changing in gold? Well, let's see.
Too early
Let's
to
see,
see
let's
that,
see.
I think.
Yeah.
Let's see. Because right now it pushed up, yes, but it just took out London high. It still have some room to the Asia high and then current weekly value low. A lot of key levels in between, and also still in this internal range here that it has to leave. This one you can mark it out. Either gotta break to the upside or to the downside, something like this.
And oh yeah, we also had initial jobless claims. I thought it like for
Yes.
30 minutes after the New York Stock Exchange opened, but yeah, it was right now.
Yes.
So good initial jobless claims numbers as well. This was a metric that suffered lately, so good to see good numbers in it. Finally, yeah. All right, yeah, not bad. I think that was all for today regarding news, right? Yeah, it was everything for today. All right,
Mm-hmm.
perfect,
Alright.
perfect.
Hamza, great to see you here. And who else you have here? Gamers from India. Welcome to the stream, Jay. Appreciate you subscribing. If I long at this bomb, should I close it or hold it? That's up to you, man. We already, in every stream, we basically say management is up to you. If you trade the news, that's up to you if you want to hold it or not. Trading news is a bit risky. Sometimes you get rewarded, but most of the time you might not get rewarded, so it's up to you. If your bias is long or bullish, why not hold it? But if you are just wanna catch something quickly because of the news, then that's again up to you as well to if you wanna hold it or not.
Of course,
Yeah,
of
let's
course, of
see
course.
what happened to the dollar today. Got rejected from previous daily point of control. That's where the most volume was traded today. And inside the telegram, I mentioned that I would be more quote-unquote bullish on the dollar if it closes above previous day value high and then continues. But since the news came out, dollar pushed down quite a bit, and of course gold pushed up. So Now it's kind of similar to Goldie here. It's in this range, kind of, since yesterday. I wanna see it live in it, especially if it can pull back to the current weekly value high, maybe take out this low, and in that case I would be waiting for the reaction here, especially if the valuation is showing undervaluation against the euro at that time. I would be a bit more confident that the dollar could push up, but still cannot neglect that it is in that weekly supply on the custom chart for the dollar. But we do have demands, new demands that got created. So we have this daily, which already tapped into it. So we have the rally base rally. This one is valid as well. But for now, we've seen some sort of rejection from there. You could say 12-hour as well. That's completely valid. 8-hour as well. 8-hour actually looks quite nice here. So this one,
Yes.
you can mark 8-hour as well, which
Yeah, I have the
is,
same.
yeah, it's just that refinement, right? All of them are valid. It's just up to you, because if you see the 8-hour demand being taken out and the daily demand is right here, the bottom, the chances of this one being taken out is a bit higher as well. So great to see you, Shaz and Kid. Welcome. But let me know in the chat, what is your bias for the dollar? Are you bullish? Are you bearish? Because we did had some movement right now with the news. And
Yes. Let's see how this hourly candle is closing, because news, to be honest, were pretty good. Mixed, okay. But the most important ones were bullish, right? So I want to see how this 1 hour candle is closing, because it could be a news failure if it's going back up again. So let's see. It could still close above previous day point of control, and why not
100%.
even above previous day very high. But
Yep.
let's see. I won't be surprised with with this news to go lower, take out London lows, and then continue going back up. Actually, I would like to see that.
Yeah. What do you guys see on the Euro USD? Let me know. Are you guys bearish, bullish, biased? To me, right now, since it's pushing up, it's a decent rejection from the monthly demand if you mark week to
Yeah.
body. And of course, if it does close it like this in about 5 days, we will have a new monthly supply, which is quite interesting, because we already got rejected from another monthly supply up here. So the chances of pushing lower, it would be higher, I would say. But similar to the dollar, a lot of, instead of demand, of course, supplies got created here. You could say daily. This one. It's also 12-hour. There's a lot of supplies up here. It's also 8-hour. Look at that, almost tapped into it, so I'll definitely watch this one. I'm just showing all of these to you guys, so you guys know that all of these are valid, all of these supplies. It's just marking them one by one and see the reaction, because don't want to be marking every single supply something like this, right? That would be very very dirty chart, and you don't want that. Good afternoon, Pavel. I'm still bullish bias on the dollar. This drop is just a news manipulation. Yeah, I agree with you. I just wanna, personally, I would not be surprised if dollar goes for a deeper pullback, something like this, and then gets rejected from a demand here, and then starts to push up again, because it's quite overextended on the daily time frame here. And just like that for the Euro USD. I marked out this previous daily level, because look at how it got rejected from previous day value low here. And now I'm actually watching the previous day POC. Boom. I want to see how the reaction will be there. I perfectly long
Yeah.
GJ, now waiting for a gold settle. Nice, nice. We'll go through Bitcoin as well, TJ. Alright, I'm keeping it simple with the currencies because we had major news for the dollar and a lot of volume right now. I just prefer to let it settle for now. I don't want to touch it. It could go either way. But we can move on to the gold day.
Sure. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have on Goldie right now with this dollar push to the downside, mostly because of the news. So again, let's see how this 1 hour is closing. Okay, let's take it from the top to the bottom. Let me close the sessions map indicator, and also let's do this so it doesn't bother us on the hard time frame. Okay, so wow, look at all these candles, man. No bullish candle on the weekly time frame seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th week in a row without a single bullish candle. And yet the retail was still buying some time ago. All right. This for me right here is a very, very important level if gold wants to push higher now. But to be honest, after this incredible drop for the last 2 months, I thought that it's going to hold. And if this one is getting broken, right, this weekly demand zone right here, it could be a possibility for it to visit, let's say, this area right here. What is this one? Like 3,500. And if this is the case, this is where things are going to get interesting. All right, so again, weekly demand zone. We have here a drop, a base, and a rally right here. So this doji candle is our weekly demand zone, and you can see it had reactions in the past right here once, and then the second one was 2 weeks ago. Right now we are pretty deep inside of it, so a bit tricky. The commercials are still bearish on daily, weekly. Yes, commercials are a big thing when it comes down to gold, and we can open. Let's open it like this. Where is it? Analysis. This is how we do our analysis, right? We have the valuation scanner here. We have the seasonal forecaster. This is the daily time frame here. And down here, we have the smart money extremes indicator, right? This shows the retail, the commercials, and the large speculators, or the non-commercials, on a 0 to 100 scale. So basically this indicator takes all this data from the COT reports and puts them on this scale. So when they hit the extremes, things are getting a little bit interesting. So the thing is that this blue line that you are seeing here, most of the times when commercials are in extremes, price is still likely to push in that direction, right? So right now they are still in that bearish extreme, so you can see that gold is still pushing lower. And what is this? This is the non-commercials. Let's make it a little bit, not a little bit, but let's see all of them, because Ankit brought this up. So up here we have the commercials, so you can see up here that last week they opened another 6k contracts. So pretty big thing when these things are happening. So commercials still pushing lower. Unlikely to see gold pushing higher, at least for the short term. So this is why I said that I find it a little bit hard for gold to keep that this weekly demand as a support for now. So let's see if we break it. If we break this huge support level, I don't see gold very good. But that's not a bad thing, right? Opportunities can come even in a uptrend and in a downtrend, right? So yeah, let's see. We will see when things are going to change. We'll see if it comes out of the valuation, right now it's highly undervalued on the daily time frame. I think on the weekly as well, yeah, highly undervalued, but it makes sense after this big push to the downside. But if you can see this line here, right, this one that is going lower, this is the seasonal forecaster. So if you guys remember, for the people that were here before, this indicator makes predictions based on the cycles and all the patterns, and based calculates every move that your asset had and makes predictions based on that. So you can see the accuracy it had before, right? Top here, bottom, tops. Yeah, basically every single bottom and top for at least, I don't know, this year it was spot on. So right now it is still likely to come down as per our indicator, a possible bottom on 30th of June. Okay, so this is one of the reasons, alongside with the commercials still going on the short side, and also with the price action itself, because it keeps creating supply zones after the supply zones, and there is no demand zone on the horizon. All right, so let's see. All right, now let's go on the daily time frame, see what we have here. This is, oh, sorry, this right here is first of all a daily demand zone, right? We have a drop, a base, and a drop. But let's see if we have something even lower. As you told you earlier, you can refine it depending on the price action. Does it adjust automatically? Yes, Xavier, it adjusts automatically. You don't have to change anything on that. Kobe, you're not late, brother. You're not late. We just started. It was dollar and euro, and right now we are going on gold. But you know how gold is going from the analysis you see every day from Ryu, right? So you guys know how gold is doing. So all right, so this is a 12-hour, but it's also an 8-hour. So let's see this 8-hour supply zone, right? Now let's go on the lower time frame and see what we have here. Let's turn on the sessions map. I had selected, if you guys paid attention this morning in the free Telegram, I told you to pay attention to the previous day point of control and to the previous day value area low, because this is where so far gold spent time. All right, look, you can see it right here in between these two levels. Right now it's pushing higher, but it's also overvalued against the dollar on our 1 hour time frame. And do I see it good? Yes, it just took out Asia highs. Look at that. Asia highs are right here. Let's name them Asia highs. They have been taken out. Now let's see how this 1 hour candle is closing. It will be very important to see, because at this point, if it's closing below previous day point of control, it is very likely to see it coming again to the value area low of yesterday, and a potential breakout of the value area. So it will be interesting to see that. Not much till the weekly demand gets taken out. Okay, let me make this a little bit lighter so you can see it. Like this, right? This is the bottom. This is your value low, the bottom of the range. Not much. How much? 1%. That's nothing. All right. If it comes to this area, let's see the current week levels. The current day value are low. So you select the current weekly levels after you can select them after the first 2 closing days. Okay, so after Monday and Tuesday have closed, you can select the current day level. So you can select it for Wednesday and also for Thursday, right? So we selected the previous 3 days, and the current day value are low kind of aligns with this supply zone. So we'll see if it comes to this area, if it reacts. But right now, let's see how it behaves, because I told you it just took out Asia highs with this push, and see how it behaves from here. If we don't see a follow through to the upside, likely to come lower. All right, to conclude, previous day point of control to keep your eyes on, then previous day value are low, and then if it's closing below, because you can see it as a very good support here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, good support here. Buyers stepped in at every single time here. So let's watch this. That's my view on gold. Let me know, guys, how do you see it? What is your bias? Short-term bias, or let's say session bias, short-term bias, and mid-term bias to long-term? Let me know, or let us know. My man Dominic, what's up, bro? Bearish electric pharmacy, all right.
Line.
All right. Pretty line. Yeah.
I did
Nice.
mark also the 15-minute swing. I would still, same as you, will be watching the previous day PLC for closure below. But if you take the swing from this high to this low here,
You
then
said
you get
15 minutes.
yeah.
Okay.
So this high to this low, and you get the PLC right here.
Or a bit above
It's a
previous
bit
day,
above,
right?
yes. That'll be the double confirmation. On the futures is a bit higher, you can see, so it could,
Yeah.
if you see a closure first on the futures, then it could lead into better confirmation. But you can see how
And
close
also,
both of these are.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And also with the overvaluation.
yes.
Wow, look at actually how well it reacted on 15 minutes at every single overvaluation in the range.
Look at that. Overvalued, dropped. Overvalued, dropped. Overvalued, top. Overvalued, top. And who knows? Overvalued, top. Question mark. Most likely. Overvalued, top.
Yeah. Very good one.
Especially as Andre mentioned, the second Asia high is taken out, so that's also the other confirmation that it could potentially drop if it goes below the POC.
Okay, what we have here? Hey Alan, welcome, man. Mid-term bearish, short-term want to wait a bit more. All right, Lucifer. Bearish in gold as well, says Ankit. Warren, I wonder how much it will impact the general trend. I would say pretty much. It's a big support level. In case you're referring to the weekly demand. And Ronak says, yeah, I agree. If we hold about the previous DPSC, to be leaning more on the buys for short-term intraday, but overall macro bearish. Indeed. Indeed. Still bearish overall to the next daily demand level from September at least. Yeah, if we are going on the lower time frame, yeah, indeed, we can find a lot of demands in that bullish trend. That's for sure. crazy how the indicator works. Oh man. Oh, you have no idea. It's absolutely incredible. The accuracy it has if you pair it with volume profile, with the key levels from the volume profile and the price action itself, it does wonders. Looking for a pullback to the previous POC and we'll look at the reaction from there. Okay, yeah, same thing. Nice, well, Daniel. Congrats. Hope it goes way more.
The push.
Okay.
Kevin
The
says
hourly
he's
candle.
planning to join our VIP soon.
Who says that?
Kevin,
Ah,
you're welcome. You can message our support
yeah.
in the Telegram and we'll guide you. Just drop the message below. So for people interested in the indicators, that the ones that are asking about the indicators, drop the message here on the chat. You can click on the link and you can message our support and we'll guide you shortly. Hey, welcome.
Oh,
Dene.
what on? Welcome. Oh, you refer to the news. Yeah, let's see. Not the biggest news of the dollar, right? You cannot compare it with FOMC or with an interest rate decision, but still quite important.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, can Gavin pass the interview?
I don't know, we gotta have a call with him. Put him through test first. Yeah, technically today's gold, like with this kind of breakout, I like to take the breakout, but I'm not a fan of taking it when the valuation is against us, like 15-minute valuation, 5-minute. Right now it could still push up, of course, but that doesn't mean that every time is this, it's gonna happen the same thing, right? We still could get more overvalued, and then drop.
Yeah, indeed.
That's why we use it as a confluence, not as a trade deciding factor.
Yeah, of course, man.
Alright, shall we move on to the indices? You have about 28 minutes.
Yeah, let's go to the indices.
Start with the US 30 and then we go through Nasdaq.
Yeah.
A lot of you guys trade Nasdaq. Sure. Drop a 1 in the chat if you trade indices. US 30, Nasdaq, S&P, S&P 500. Let's see. I know a lot of you guys trade gold. You guys love Goldie. We love him too. But let's see who trade indices. Nice. Alright, decent amount of people. US 30, it was interesting yesterday. We caught a long here, but ended up in a break even before moving. How much is this? 490 points to the upside. Sometimes things like this happen, right? The bias was completely correct. And even here we were waiting for a closure above and then an entry. Didn't show us quite clean entry. I would love to see this one would have rejected and then pushed up. In that case I would have been willing to take it long, but even if you would had taken from there, stops below the low, would have been an absolute beautiful one. But anyways, based on the seasonal forecaster where Andre was explaining about gold, on the US 30 you can see the potential bottom here on June 26th, so tomorrow could be there, and tomorrow could be the bottom if we're pushing up. It could even be here Still doesn't mean that it has to be 100% perfect at the same time, but you can see how accurate it is at the bottoms here. The bottom, the top even here, look at that. Even this bottom here pushed up. For US30, I do have this daily demand that was created after it got rejected from this 12-hour demand, so it's starting to create demands over demands, which is good and looks bullish when this happens. Daily already tapped into it, got rejected. Let's check out 8-hour as well. This one is also valid, already tapped into it, so already marked out the previous week point of control, that's where the most volume was traded. You can already see how many volume here, rejection, 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 and then support. So this level is very important, and I marked out the previous week value high as well, because if this one closes above, I'm willing to definitely take a long and targeting this high or this high here and keep with that momentum. You can also mark out the whole range because it's kinda in this bigger range, but you basically get the same value or high here. So that's why I'm watching these two levels. If it does come down, take a low here, then closes above, I'm willing to take a long from here, targeting the previous week value or high, and see if it can continue this potentially new uptrend on intraday. And it's actually from here, which is quite interesting. If you take it from here, look at that, look at all those rejections, quite nice. So if it comes down, tapping into this trend line, closes above, boom, that would be really awesome, especially if the valuation is in our favor. You can see the 50-minute already got undervalued, tapped into it and pushed up. So that's what I'm looking at US30 today. I'm keeping it very simple because, as I said, still in this overall big range, and as long as it doesn't leave this area, I'm just playing the internal games or the range game basically. So let me know if you guys align with it, and if yes, we can move on to the Nasdaq with Andre's analysis.
Yes. All right, let's see.
Okay, Goldie, it's almost at that swing value high. Eric,
right there?
great to see you here, man. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, that's the same swing that I mentioned. Look at that value high is almost there. And
yeah,
what high is that? Previous daily New York high. This is the New York high. Yeah.
Didn't it tap into that low volume node?
Yes, tapped into it actually. Yeah, very important. On the futures, kind of aligns with the current big value low too. All right, let's move on to the Nasdaq.
Yeah. Sorry, I just hit my microphone. I hope it didn't I didn't break your ears. So let's see the NQ that was really painful to watch for the last couple of days with this horrendous
Price action
range, but I know most of the people that are trading indices are mostly scalping, but for scalping it looked very good. Intraday wise, not so good. So this morning I told you to pay attention to two key levels, and these are first this fixed point of control of this range that I selected for the last 2 days. All right, and the next one is the fixed the previous week point of control, okay, of the previous week, right? The point of control of the previous week. Or if you want, you can also take this whole range, and it's basically also a fixed POC, right? So the volume stayed kind of the same. So right now, if you are going, let's say, on the higher time frame, on the daily, we can look also on the seasonal forecaster and see the same thing that Ryu showed you on US 30, right? And this is the potential bottom that it has today. Okay, this is the potential bottom. Let me make it like this so you can see the spike better. All right, this one right here, you can see it. So not relying solely on that, but first of all, I have a daily supply here, which is this one. But I know for a fact that most of the times indices and NQ especially doesn't really care about supply or demand zones unless they are, let's say, a daily or a weekly, but we will see. And for this reason, I will keep it because it aligns quite well with the previous week point of control. Okay, this one right here. So for this session, I have 3 plans. The two bullish plans are this. It comes down to the fixed point of control and we'll take out, of course, the Asia lows. All right. The second bullish plan is for the 1 hour candle closure after the New York Stock Exchange open to be above the previous week point of control. All right. Or if that 1 hour candle closure is closing below the previous week point of control, I am willing to take a short. And I will watch also to see how the valuation is going at that time. For this time right now, it is undervalued, right, on 15 minutes against bonds. You can see it right here, right? ZB1 exclamation mark is the bonds. So right now, is it undervalued on 15? 30 is somewhere on the equilibrium line around 0. Same for the 1 hour. And it got out of undervaluation right here. It was this bottom when it basically it manipulated the lows. If you go on 1 hour, right, you had the range, you had the manipulation of the lows, inducing the retail traders into thinking that we are going lower, and then whoop, right before the daily closure, it went back up. So this is why I have 2 bullish scenarios and only 1 bearish. But that 1 bearish scenario from the previous week point of control is just for the internal game, right, in this area. But I favor the bullish move, to be honest, today. The valuation is good. The price action is good. All right, we ranged for almost 2 days here. We took out the lows, manipulated them, and then we came back up. So let's see how this New York Stock Exchange opens in 17 minutes from now. I would like to see NQ going lower, tap into this fixed point of control, or if it doesn't come to the fixed point of control, we still have this fixed value area high. All right, let me make it a little bit bigger so you can see it, right? This one right here. So they both align. Let's name it for short, like this, fixed value area high. All right, this is the plan. Open lower, take out Asia lows, find support either in fixed value high or fixed point of control, and then continue going higher. If the valuation also helps us, even better. All right, keep your eyes on fixed value high, fixed point of control, but also on the previous week point of control. This is how I see it for this session, at least. Alan, didn't it tap the fixed range value area high yesterday before it bounced? Here, you mean this one? It could be. It could be. Almost tap it. Almost. Unless you look for it on the futures chart and maybe it did there. I don't know. Let's see on the futures chart. Yeah, on futures it tapped. Look at that. Right here. It found support into this fixed value high of this range that we are seeing here. Right? So it is important to see the continuation in Nasdaq. It's important to see a break of structure to the upside right now, right? Because we had a high, then we had a low, then we had a lower low, a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and now we have a higher high, right? Higher low, higher high right here. Let's see right here if we find support here and we manage to close higher. This will be very important for NQ. All right. If you got the analysis and you understood what I explained you guys here, please drop a 1 in the chat so we know we are on the same page. Or if you're not on the same page, you can press a 2. Maveoki, I hope I said your name good. There are three lines options on the valuation scanner. How do I know the one I should use for gold trading? Well, I suppose you have the indicator. That's why you asked me this question. So you only tick this box here. You have show comparison symbol 1, 2, or 3. For example, let's go to gold, back again. Looks like it's found a bit of resistance up here. So I have the show comparison symbol number 3, and down here at the comparison symbol number 3, I have only gold, dollar. So it only shows dollar, right? You don't have to keep them all on, right? We made it in such a way for you guys to be able to use 3 comparison symbols at one point, because there are assets where you can use 3 indicators. For example, let's say, I don't know, you trade natural gas. So natural gas is not the leading asset in the energy sector, it's oil, right? You can compare it against oil, but oil, it's not the dominant asset in the commodity section, right? This is gold. You can also compare natural gas against gold, but of course, all 3 of them, both of them, natural gas, oil, are also denominated in dollars. So at the same time, you can compare natural gas against oil, gold, and the dollar. And if you see the alignment on all 3, you know that what is likely to happen in natural gas. But you can also use 2 symbols in, I don't know, silver. If you're trading silver, you can compare it against gold and the dollar. But in case you want to do that, of course, you are not going to hold the column style because you cannot see 2 columns, right? You go to the style tab and then you can choose line for both of them, and you can change the color of each line. All right, let me know if this was clear. Hey Barack, welcome, great to see you here. All right, this is the analysis for today. Let's see what happened.
Also, fam, don't forget to smash the like button as well. Let's get those likes up.
Please do. Please do. Please do. All right. Looks like some buyers are getting trapped at the top right there, right? Like a lot of them. And seller seems to be coming in control in gold. Interesting. Oh, not this one. Volume profile. Let's go with the daily. Okay. 3-day POC, very high. All right. Looks good. Looks good. A lot of volume has been traded at the bottom. I like it. If we manage to break these lows to the bottom, that'll be very good. Very, very good. Why you guys ignore Asian session? We don't ignore it. I mean, we don't really ignore it. It's just for some of us, it doesn't align with our time zones, unfortunately.
Isn't like your crunches? Maybe
Who
it's your
said that?
first time
You
here,
can,
Barack?
yeah, it could
Probably
be
your
Yeah,
first
yeah.
time here. He just got beautiful gold trade on the last two stream. Not sure if you're confusing us with somebody else, but I'm
You
sure
can ask
you're-
the people in the chat.
Yeah, they took literally 200 pips gold trade last stream with us.
Mavelki, you can use whatever you want. I mean, you can change them whatever you want, however you like. I mean, for this comparison symbol here, I can choose anything I want. I mean, it's not I think it's a problem with my trading view.
Is that?
You guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. Am I back? Am I back? Yeah. Trading view completely stopped working at some point. I don't know. All right.
Is it working now?
Yes. All good now. So Mavelki, you can change these comparison symbols. They are not default. Okay. You can click the comparison symbol now, number 1, and you can add here, I don't know, silver or whatever you want. You can select for this comparison symbol. You can put here the dollar. You can put it on comparison symbol number 2. It doesn't matter. What you have here in the comparison symbols, this is what you tick in here. So at the comparison symbol number 3, I have the dollar. Therefore, I selected the show comparison symbol number 3. And for gold, of course, you compare it against dollar because dollar is priced in dollars. Sorry, gold is priced in dollars.
You saw gold, the reaction from that low volume that we were talking about.
Yes.
I just
I'm
had him
watching
up
that.
top. I thought about potential shorts from here, but I just wanted to stay out. I would prefer to come down here to our point of interest, becomes undervalued, and then we take this continuation.
Yes.
Why is this rebound happening? Make any technical reason? What are you referring to? Showwise.
I think he's referring to the low volume node.
If you're referring to low volume node, then a lot of the time you see price coming tap it into this low volume node, high volume node, especially the high volume nodes when there's a big spike here on the volume profile. The news came bearish. Yeah, I mean, if dollar is dropping, then we could easily see gold pushing up.
Do we have the dollar the default setting? The way we use the dollar, the only setting that we are tweaking when you are comparing gold against the dollar is that the normalization window, you put it at 50. This is what we compare. This is the only setting that we're tweaking. At least in this moment right now, because gold is quite volatile. There is good volume in gold, so this is basically what this does. So depends on the volatility. You can go with 50, but if you keep it as a default on 100, when it reaches the valuation on 100, it's even better. So if you have this alignment with 50 and 100, it's even better. But on 50, you will see the extremes getting hit quite often. I mean, you can see right now here, you can look at all these spikes that I have here, right? If I change it to 100, it is not the same, right? So I like to keep it on 50. And for most assets, I keep it on 50.
Take care, Daniel. Hope to see you the next stream as well.
Have a great one, man. And good luck with your gold trade.
Yes, that is true, Warren. We get Goldie. Nice rejection. That previous TPOC could be a really good point of interest, actually, as we talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
New York Stock Exchange in 3 minutes, 2 minutes actually. So let's see the
yeah, man. Please
keep
us updated. Sorry, man.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, keep us updated, Daniel.
Cool. 5 more subs to 500. Nice, man. Come on, guys. Smash that like button. Subscribe. You're at 45 likes. You can easily hit 100 because there's 100 of you guys watching right now. Look at that, US 30 already pushing up. Quite interesting. Especially if we see 15-minute, 5-minute closure above and then 4 hour. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna give this one a shot to that scenario I mentioned earlier. Unless it takes out the previous high. Chris says first time here, great analysis. Thank you, man. Hope to see you many more times here on the stream. We are live here every week on Tuesday and Thursday for now. And you know where to find us. Okay, 42nd.
Let's see.
I also love how all of you guys are pretty calm in the chat, waiting for the proper setup, because being desperate is not really gonna take you anywhere, right? So appreciate all of you guys here being absolutely professional, and thanks for the feedback as well, as always. Okay, here we go. New York Stock Exchange. Why your valuation scanner changing colors? Mine doesn't. So if you have this one on the heat map, so on the style, if you, where is this? Click line, and then here, your heat map color should be this one. If you have show line overlay, it might show as a normal line here, you see? So
yes, your line overlay should be off.
Should be off. If you wanna see this color change here. Appreciate it, Yankov. Really appreciate it, man. Seeing you,
yeah, thank you, man.
Seeing you here for all those 4 streams. You're pretty active in the chat as well, so we highly appreciate guys like you. What's US 30 doing? Wow, left without us. Look at that pump. Didn't I said, guys? Watch that previous value high. I personally don't like to trade right at the session open, but yeah, that is quite a move. What I'm gonna do?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Please go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say I'm definitely gonna mark out these highs. Exactly as Warren says. Yeah. Typical Dow behavior I like to see. Swiping the highs and then reversing. Look at that, it already swiped the high.
The all-time high, actually.
Yeah, the second line here, guys, is the all-time high basically. So a lot of the time you see on Dow swiping the high and then failing to continue to the upside, and you can catch a really nice reversal. In this specific scenario, I'm not going to take a reversal because there isn't any like clean range here. But let's say if we had a range here, and then let's say we had the POC right here, and then it kind of like went up, swept the highs, and then closed below, this is where I would take the short. But in this specific scenario there isn't any range like that, so either I'll wait for it to retrace here, 4 hour closes above this and then continue, or if it's actually gonna show weakness and then push down, especially that tomorrow is the potential bottom on the seasonal forecaster as we talked about, it could easily close below previous week value or high and then go for a London low or even Asia low, right? Overall come back to this bigger range that we talked about it. So let's see, don't be in a rush, especially with the indices. You gotta be a bit patient at the beginning. But look at that high being swept and immediate drop, man. Crazy.
To answer to Nathan, TJ Carter, yes, we'll go to BTC very soon. Let me answer to Nathan because this will be something useful for everyone. So low volume nodes are basically areas where little to no volume has been traded. Okay, so it's I can say that it's the exact same thing with the gap, but some sort of. All right, so if there is little to no volume traded in that area, the market usually tends to go fill that in, and then depending on the price action, to continue going the other way. So yes, those are areas that market usually tends to fill out. So yeah, you can say some inefficiencies. Sellers coming in for gold, yes. Gold analysis, do you see it dropping further from here or heading back up? Well, let's see the price action. So far it broke out of the range, but this could as well be a manipulation inducing retail traders in going long, right? Because there are a lot of retail traders that are trading the breakouts, right? So you are trading a breakout and you see, yeah, I'm targeting this high right here. And then it goes a little bit up and then comes back down. But when it comes back down, it's important to see what happens when it comes back down. Right now, we have this range, right? This one. Let's pick up this fixed value high, right? Let's see if it does a bit of a deeper pullback right now after this push up. If it finds support into this fixed value area high and becomes also undervalued on 15 minutes or even 1 hour time frame against dollar, it is a possibility for the price to continue going higher. How high? We shall see. But if it comes back inside this 70% volume area, it is a possibility to visit these lows once again, which is these lows. Asia lows, yesterday's lows, and so on. And if this happens, if we break out of this range to the downside, I see a potential to continue going lower, right? Because what smart money it usually does with these breakouts, okay, this usually looks like a breakout, but as well most of the times is a manipulation. So you are in a range for some time, then you see the breakout, and then heavy sellers are stepping in and continue to drive price in the other direction. So we shall see. We shall see.
Madness TV says I'm new. Thanks for having me tested out the volume. Great to have you here, man. If you have any question regarding to the volume profile or the valuation scanner or anything else in that manner, please feel free to drop the question in the chat.
Yes, of course. Yeah, BTC.
Yeah, we can go through it. It's just now it's New York
Yeah.
Stock Exchange, the volume kicking in for gold and indices watching this move right now. You can find this indicator. You can message our support in the Telegram and they will guide you through it. I just dropped the link in the chat. And Krishna, I think Warren already answered you, but it's up to you if you want to short or not, but we are waiting for our point of interest to be reached. If it does, and we see if the valuation is in our favor, and then we decide if you want to go long or short or just sit on our hands, you know. Just because it could pull back doesn't mean that you need to short. You don't need to catch every single move, right?
Oh, look at that. Take the most recent 50-minute swing.
I was just watching it on 5, the POC, right?
Yeah, no, go on 15.
On 5 is POC, aligns very well, man.
Yeah,
very nice.
perfect up. Overvalued. Let's see.
My question is, how do you read when to sell from POC and buy to POC using value higher value? So first thing you need to keep in your mind is what is your bias, right? If you are bullish bias, why would you short from POC, right? If you're bearish bias, why would you long from previous day POC, right? So let's say this is the previous day point of control, and the price is above it, and we are bullish for today, and we are looking for a continuation. If it pulls back here, are you shorting or are you longing? You're longing, right? Because you're bullish bias and you're waiting for that key level to be tapped. You wait for the other confirmations and then you see that continuation. But if you're bearish bias, if the price is pulling back like this, you're not gonna long from here. You're basically wanna wait for a proper confirmation, close below, retrace, and then continuation. So it's not a matter of every time are you gonna short or long from POC or value high. Is first of all you need to know your bias, right? We talked about gold earlier. We said that it's basically in this range, this one. So if it breaks above, retest our key level, it could potentially go higher if the valuation is in our favor. But if it goes below, we see a more downside continuation. Overall, gold is more bearish on a daily, on a weekly. You can see it's been dropping for many days / weeks, right? So overall, the macro is more bearish. So unless it doesn't start changing the structure here, we are only, if we're gonna long, we are looking for that just quick short-term bullish momentum. But overall, let's say for example this is the trade we took, when was this? Wednesday, yesterday. So this was, I believe, previous day POC or swing value low, something like that. So we are bearish bias, we waited for a closure below, retested, and then continuation, and there was like multiple opportunities here to short the gold. That's how you can basically decide if you want to short from POC or long, right? The most important thing is your bias. What is your bias? You always have to ask yourself that question. Yeah. Anytime, man. If you have any more questions, feel free to drop in the chat. So the today's situation is we have this range since basically yesterday, New York session, and it's kind of accumulating. We want to see if it's going to be turning out to like a midweek reversal from Thursday or usual Wednesday, or this is just going to be a swipe of the highs and then continuation to the downside of that macro. Shaz says shorter from 31 to 18 for a quick scalp. Thank you guys for the tip. Have to go back to work. Right, take care, man. See you on the next stream.
And in Telegram, keep us updated if
Yes,
anything
sir.
comes.
Post it
Comes
in the
up.
win section. Let's see
Yeah,
those.
sure. Shawise says if gold breaks the upper supply zone, can we see a pump in gold? For the short term, it is a possibility. It's important to see if gold starts to create demand zones, because gold hasn't created a single demand zone for some time now, right? So this is the first step in seeing a bullish gold. If you go on the daily, not on the daily, let's go on the 8-hour time frame, right? 8 hour. Let's close this. So in this whole period that you're seeing here, gold didn't create a single demand zone, right? So it only created supply after supply. So this is a supply, this is a supply, this one and this one right here that we're pretty close to tapping it, right? So if we want to see gold bullish, it should break, first of all, this supply zone, and of course, let's say it is also in a support resistance area, which would be this one right here. If you go on daily, not really, but you could say that this is a resistance area, right? So it should do something like this, break out the supply. Then in this area, we should definitely have a demand zone, right? So then after it breaks out the supply, comes to retest the demand zone, goes again up, then creates another demand, maybe comes to retest that one up and goes back up again. This is when we are changing our bias to bullish. Until then, bearish. We will see what happens if it taps this 8-hour supply zone. It's also 12-hour supply zone. You can see that it has the same top and bottom, and if I'm not wrong, we also have a daily, but it's a bit higher, which is this one right here, right? You have a drop, you have your base, you have your drop, so this would be also a supply zone. but we will see. The seasonals so far doesn't yield a bullish gold. If we check the weekly time frame with the seasonal forecaster, you can see that during summer and autumn, which is, where is it? All right, would be this one until here. Something like that. Something like that. Let's make this one something like that. Let's make another one like that here. Another one like that here. Another one here. And let's move this one here. And let's zoom in. So you can see, okay, the left side of the box is basically where our seasonal forecaster is showing a potential top, right? So you can see that during the spring and summer it comes down. During, again, next year, spring, summer, it comes down. Right here it wasn't like this, but for a short period of time it did came down. Actually, it came down good. Again, this is, what is this, 2025, last year. At this top right here, look how it ranged for this whole period. When it picked up, this is right here, end of the summer. End of the summer, look at the bullish. And again, this top, you see it here, right? Look at the top here. And now it's coming down. So you can see that this is pretty accurate. Cycles and seasonals are a real thing, and we should not ignore them. Gold usually picks up at the end of summer, and especially when it comes close to the end of the year. Let's say November, December. This is when usually it starts picking up really good, like really good. Look at that. Look at that. Here. Remember, this is the weekly time frame, all right? Look at that. Here, here, here as well, and here as well, and again here, right? So there are multiple things you have to take care of when it comes to the macro side, right? This is why right now we cannot really consider gold bullish. Heading back down to the 3950. Where is the 3950? Let me go to the lower time frame. 3950. Yeah, sure. If it comes to the 3950 and it finds support into this range right here, yeah, sure. I am really interested into seeing a more bearish gold than it is right now, right? This box that you guys see here, in case you came a little bit later. 1 second, sorry. Sorry, I had to cough. So this box that you're seeing here, this is the weekly demand. It is a very important weekly demand. It was touched once and again for the second time 2 weeks ago. And right now we are pretty deep inside of it. If we break this one here, things are going to get very interesting in gold. And matter of fact, we are closing the 3 monthly candle in 5 days. And the 3 monthly candle doesn't look really good. This is the 15% candle so far, which is really big. This one here, how much is this one? This is 16%. So it basically gives everything back. Let's see. Again, if it breaks this weekly demand, there is a possibility to see it coming lower. On the daily, we can pick up some daily demands here, but if it keeps creating supply after supply, we are going to stay bearish. This is our macro view on gold. Let me know if this was clear for you, Shawais. We have the 1 hour candle closure for CFDs in 10 minutes and also the 4 hour candle closure for futures. So let's see.
Get that initial reaction on gold from that swing POC I said to the pip.
Yeah, exactly, right into it.
Magic touch. And I'm still waiting for the US 30. If it does close above here, I would love to see this 5-minute tapping into the value high again and then entering something like this if the 4-hour closes above and target that all-time high basically. But if it goes from here, I'm not sure if I want to take it. 4 hours still not close, could easily like drop here. And how's the valuation? Yeah, still has room to go up, but I'll wait a little bit.
Yeah.
But look at Goldie, man.
Perfect touch, magic touch, how we like to call it, eh?
Beautiful,
Reaction
beautiful.
from previous day POC as well.
Did it tap? It didn't tap to me. For me, it's lower.
Yes, it is a bit of
spot. My previous
maybe depends on the time frame that
yeah, baby. Let's see.
15, yeah, 15 on 15 minutes, yes. Yeah, volume shifts when you are changing time frames.
Okay, that makes sense. 15 minutes here. Yeah, that previous day PLC on 15 is at the same swing. So that's a good alignment. Swing. Yeah, it aligns to Scion. If you take the previous day PLC on 15. Let's see, we still have the 4-hour closure. This one could easily drop. 5-minute valuation looks good. We are undervalued, but 15 still overvalued and not making me that much comfortable. You know, I would have loved to see 15 minutes came in out of overvaluation.
Yeah, so it's dropping, but it's still staying in the overvaluation territory.
That's
which
why I'm also
is not that good.
Yeah, that's why I'm focusing on the US 30 because look how 5-minute came out of overvaluation, 15 as well dropping. Yeah, paying attention to both. Let's see. I mean, sell from 40.24. 40.24. Oh, nice. Oh, basically that low volume node, right? Very nice, very nice. Yeah, from here basically. Very nice, well played.
Warren, to answer first to you, on Ninja and Tradovate, from what I saw, they are most of the time the same everywhere. Blue Kempston, what would you look for when it reaches the previous day POC in terms of recognition, whether we expect a bullish rejection or continuation downwards?
I think it really depends on direction of the bias, right? Or direction of the trend.
Yeah.
Like if it's dropping, for example, Goldie in the past couple of days was a good example. We took many trades from previous daily level, swing level, because if you see a clear trend like this, making lower lows and lower highs, something like this, and then, for example, your previous day value low here or POC, that lower high could easily be the rejection from the value low or the value high, and then continuing that move, right? But then if you see that reversal from the previous daily level, you could be a bit more suspected about the potential break of structure or change of character, however you want to call it, right? That's why we always talk about previous daily level, swing level, when the trend is quite nice instead of just choppy market or rangy behavior market. Correct me if I'm wrong, Conjure.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, perfectly explained, man. Yeah. And to answer also to Nathan, if we generally have the both 5 and 15 minute aligned with the valuation scanner before looking at entry, this is not a general thing, right? That 5 and 15 are always aligned, but when you see the alignment, the better the confluence. And
So,
of course, with other higher time frames like I don't know, daily or weekly, which are extremely important, right? Let's say, for example, um, gold right now, yes, indeed, it is undervalued on weekly and the daily time frame against the dollar. But if it would have been overvalued, and you also have a, let's say, better structure on the intraday time frame, and you also have a key level, and at that key level you are also overvalued on 5 and 15, that could be a triple A plus setup for you when
yeah.
all these things are aligned. Yeah.
You could still take it, for example, if the 15 is overvalued, 5 is undervalued, but just know the probability could be lower. That's why when we usually take this kind of trades, either we lower our risk or just be quicker with the management.
You're very welcome, Nathan. Dario, it could be, but the valuation is not that favorable for the move. And looking at the footprint, looks like big sellers are stepping in right now. Let me lower the bubbles here and see what happens. Yeah, look at all these buyers trapped at the top here, and let's see if we have the follow through right now.
Mm-hmm. It could still be a CRC, but maybe I would
Good,
say
yeah.
could be for that POC of the whole range, instead of the value high, which is right now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see Dow. US 30, two
We're
more
closing
minutes.
right below it, man.
It's
A
above
little
it
bit,
right
yeah,
now,
it's
yeah. It's just hovering
struggling, yeah.
around.
Mm-hmm.
If it does close below, then could be we're at London low, which is here.
Not bad to be break even right into that. It's worth
Mm-hmm.
giving a shot.
Yeah, to the POC.
It is. Look at this huge top wick on gold.
Yeah,
It's a very big one.
took out everything.
Very
Asia
big one.
high, London high. But it is finding some support here at the
Mm-hmm.
previous day POC slash fixed value high. Not that range.
You see a potential buy zone around 84 on gold. 84, 84, 84, 39, 84. It could be have this expansion here, this impulsive candle. Sorry. So yeah, this is where of course institutions stepped in here when we had the news. Was it at the news? Yeah, when the news came in. So let's see. Right now, this 1 hour candle closed. Wow, look at the fixed value at a high, Rio. Look at that. Fixed value at a high of the entire range. Look at the top.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Very clean.
Let's see. Yeah, it is a possibility. Let's see if it reaches the fixed point of control right here, where you said this is the 84. I don't know if you had the same the same range marked as me. Let's see. So far, it doesn't look very good for the buyers. A lot of sellers stepped in right here. What is this? Wow, a lot of sellers. So let's see. Patience, guys. Patience always pays. All right. Every time.
Take care, Dominic.
Yeah. Take care, man. Thanks for tuning in as always. Also a high volume node at 84. Yes, it is indeed a high volume node, but it's the point of control of the entire range. Let me make the POC lighter so you guys can see it, and maybe bigger like this, and also the line, right? See? But yeah, indeed, it is a high volume node. Very well spotted.
Look at US
Right.
30.
Yeah.
Closed below. And
Close
it
below and
just said,
then
let me
and
go
then
to the
shoot
all-time
up.
high quickly, and I'll be back soon.
Yeah, I would like to see that. You know what Dow does
Mm-hmm.
when it takes out the all-time highs. How does it look on 4 hour? 4 hour, 8 hour, the
Looks
valuation?
bullish.
Mhm.
No, this is the valuation. 4 hour is
Okay,
got out of
came
the
out of-
undervaluation. Yeah.
Ah,
Let's see 8
okay.
in the middle. Look at that, it's gonna take out the all-time highs most likely. That is crazy. But if this one flips bearish, could be an interesting one. I was just waiting for another 5-minute closure below, but I guess we wait.
Yeah, and
Look at gold.
now, yeah, look at gold. I was looking also
Wow.
at dollar. Undervalued on 5.
Yeah,
Still overvalued on 15. If it reaches the overvaluation on 5 as well, there is a possibility for a continuation to the downside, but it all comes down to what dollar is doing, because dollar is just about to take out the 8 hours demand zone, which is not very good for dollar. Could be good for gold, but not very good for dollar. So we shall see.
in the meantime, I mean, we can go through the Bitcoin. Some of you guys were
Yeah,
asking.
yeah. Sure. I think Bitcoin is getting hammered.
Yeah, Bitcoin is getting absolutely hammered. You get it's in that weekly demand, but seems like this time it's going to drop more again, and then just pay attention to the weekly closure, because we might have a new week supply if it goes like this. And that would be huge for a potential swings for the short on Bitcoin. I mean, look at all the supplies getting respected. Look at that daily supply, 12 hour, which is moved. I don't know why. This one. Oh, 12 hour. Cool. And then another 12 hour right here. Then most likely a new 12 hour if this one closes below this one, this candle. 8 hour as well. If it goes like this, another an hour, 2 hours basically. So pay attention to that. So now it's just dropping. Valuation looks quite nice against the dollar too. I know it works really well with the USDT as well, but undervalued, boom, overvalued, boom, undervalued, ranged, overvalued, boom. It works quite nice. Let's see what we have here. Previous daily level, current weekly level, something in that manner. Previous week value low, sorry, current week value low. If it retraces into the current weekly value low, it could be an interesting short continuation. What about previous daily? Previous day value low, wow. I kind of like it. That is very nice. If it keeps being slow, grind to the upside, you can also check out the swing level. But there's just a big drop here, so I wouldn't really like to use swing like this. Wait, was that swing value high? Man, right at the top, swing value high before dropping. For now, I will pay attention to previous day value low. That's the closest key level I can see here. Something like this, and then maybe a continuation to the downside. Look at this V-shaped recovery right now. Let me know what you guys think about Bitcoin. Are you guys bullish, bearish? I would assume bearish with this drop lately, because this drop is quite massive here since May. It dropped like 30% almost.
Wow.
Let's see from 2026 how much it has dropped. Basically 37%. It went up and then dropped. Is this like a kind of our CME kind of stuff? Low volume node. Kind of tapped into this high volume node if you see from the range. This one. Quite interesting on a daily time frame. I mainly use supply and demand on the higher time frame, but just sometimes it's fascinating to watch the volume profile. Look at that weekly supply. That's what it was. To the pip. Beautiful, man. Imagine if you entered here, stops above the high. Easy 3R. Yeah, it's just supplies getting created, supplies over supplies. I don't see any signs of potential reversal on the on the Bitcoin here, we need to see at least break of these couple supplies that are here, especially this one. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're bearish on the Bitcoin, and drop a 2 if you're bullish on Bitcoin. Let's see, I want to see your guys' bias. Wow, look at Dow Jones. 1, okay, bearish. 2, you're bearish, you're bullish. That's interesting, you're bullish on Bitcoin. Short term bear, long term long. Okay, makes sense. 1, but don't wanna be. Yeah, we wanna see that bullish momentum on Bitcoin so we can invest, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
100%, but man, look at Dow Jones, US 30.
It took out the all-time highs, right? It did.
Maniac. Yeah, and it went way higher. Man, this is what, 5 minutes? No, 15-minute candle. 0.8% in one 15-minute candle, in one push. That is crazy. And I was waiting for this key level, but if you look at the 5-minute range / 1-minute range, look where it bounced. Value area high. Even if you take the POC, boom. But I personally wouldn't take it here. I wanted to see at least a closure, cleaner closure above. Something, maybe if this candle closed above, and then I would have taken a long for sure. But closing below a 4-hour candle, 1-hour candle, he could have easily dropped as well. But yeah, man, things like this happens. It is what it is. This is trading. If every key level was perfect all the time, it would have been way too easy.
Correct. Yeah, for gold, someone asked for what trade are we targeting for gold. Right now, the dollar just tapped into the daily demand zone, and you can see gold struggling to go higher. So gold is facing some resistance, and you can see it even on 15 and 5 minutes, right? How it's struggling right now to go even higher. And footprint wise, same thing. The buyers are finding it very hard now to push it. So gold is not showing now that relative strength compared to the dollar. 15-minute time frame, dollar is undervalued against euro, right? You can see it here as the comparison symbol number 1.
High as well.
Is it down? Is it down there? Oh yes, I would love it to see it coming a little bit lower into this swing value or a high, which is exactly this one here, but we shall see. But you said the current week, which is from here a little bit, yeah, current week very high aligns very well with this with this daily.
Let's see 15-minute closure in 1 minute.
Yeah. Right, and let's delete the profile and leave it like this. So in 1 minute, let's see if this 50-minute is closing above current week value or a high. If it found support here, it is a potential for dollar to go higher. And if some of you didn't knew, most of the times gold is negatively correlated with the dollar. So you can see, as I said, dollar finding support into this daily demand, and gold right now is facing resistance at this point. Tempting to short gold. It is tempting to short gold. I would like to see it dropping below this fixed value or a high. because you can look at it at this fixed value high from a different perspective. Some of the people, let's say some of the retail traders, would say it's a support. Yes, but this support is translating into a battle between buyers and sellers, right? Right here's right. So you have this push to the downside, and then buyers kept trying to push the price back up. Sellers defended this level because right here into this candle, most likely there were a lot of orders being executed and still defended by the sellers, right? It happened the same time again here during Asia and again during London, right? Now with the news, gold saw the breakout. Again, buyers defended the exact same level sellers defended in Asia and London. So it's a battle right now here. So if it drops below the fixed value high, it's very likely to see it coming towards the fixed POC at least, right? Because most likely the buyers will lose the battle again here. So this is how you translate support and resistance into a battle between buyers and sellers, right? Let's say an order flow language, which is order flow, in case some of you are new, it's the deepest layer of volume, and this is what you guys saw on our screens right here. This is the actual volume, right? All right, let's see. Let's keep both windows open and see what dollar is doing and also what gold is doing up here. Again, I'd like to see a closure below this fixed value high in order to continue going lower.
I'm looking at potential. As I said, if dollar finds support here at the current week value high and pushes up, I'm looking at the Euro USD from current week POC. You can see the rejections, 5-minute overvalued, 15 overvalued. So something like this is what I'm looking at, guys.
Yes, right there.
This one flips bearish.
Oh, and it's also an 8-hour supply zone.
Yes. Yeah,
And
8-hour supply that we talked about. I talked about in the
yes.
earlier in the stream. If you mark week to body, perfect.
Yes, perfect.
So yeah, I'm gonna pay attention to this one.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. Looks very good. I like it. And just came out of the valuation on 1 hour with this pullback.
Did it? Yeah. Yeah, the important thing is dollar finding support here at current week value high, pushing up, and Euro USD from current week PLC, which is basically what we mentioned at the beginning of the stream. I also mentioned this on the Telegram on the London session, that pay attention to the current week value high. That's gonna be an important level if it pulls back there. Now we just need that whoosh to the downside.
Yeah.
Okay, got tagged in.
Yeah.
We need to see the follow through now. An order flow looks decent. I just don't like the VWAP. I want to see closure below, but look at all these buyers trapped at the top.
Yes. I saw them.
Top. This 50-minute tapped into the POC. Oh, where is it? I don't know, that's not sure. This is basically that point of control.
Yeah.
Giving this one a shot. Cause US 30 wants to go to the moon basically.
Wow.
US 30
Wow.
absolutely to the moon, man. This daily candle looks ridiculous.
Already at 63,000.
But if it closes like that, you're gonna have a new daily demand.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was, yeah, this daily demand.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is also 3 daily, which is in 4 days. So Monday, basically. And on the spot is this trade. Valuation looks good. 15 and 5. You see. Now that it kinda lines, it's good for the setup. Goldie, it's been strange. It's like sometimes it has like super high volume, then it dies, then one candle is huge, the next 10 candle is like small, then like this huge candle. Look at all these small little candles.
Yeah.
So we definitely had a great week with gold last week. That's for sure.
Yes.
Actually this week too, like Monday till Thursday or Wednesday basically. They had a good week. Last week was really awesome as well. I think gold now it reached that phase that it needs to accumulate. But the 15-minute looks good. I just don't like to enter like this. Stop loss will be huge.
It is, yeah.
It will be like 240 pips.
And with dollar, yeah. I mean, not all the time that gold is weak against dollar, but it's a confluence that you should never ignore.
100% correlation is very important.
Yeah.
Look at that 50-minute rejection. I like it. I like
Yeah,
it.
it looks good. It looks good.
Took out previous day low as well. I just realized. That's good. On dollar.
Yeah. It wicked out that 8-hour supply demand zone, but I'm not concerned because it's also daily. So
and a 12. So as we talked about in the beginning, there's a lot of demands on dollar. Seems nice. Seems to be nice for now. Let's see the continuation. My target is 2R, but for now I put my TP below this low just in case we have a quick push to the downside. But definitely will close if I see.
what price point is?
What, the 2R or the TP?
Yeah, the 2R.
On futures 1.13865. And on spot is 13,519.
All right.
And for, I forgot who asked earlier about the valuation on 15 and 5, but you see how 15-minute is overvalued and 5 was overvalued and came down. This is the type of alignment that we like to see, both of them.
Yeah.
When we see both of this, as Andre said, it's very powerful. So drop a 1 in the chat if you guys understood the reason I took the euro short here, and I explained in the beginning of the stream as well. So drop a 1 in the chat if you guys understood it. Nice.
Awesome.
That's great.
$1.5 would be just at 1.3 or something at the VWAP. It looks good.
Yeah, I would
almost
be
close to break even.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. If if I'm being honest, I wanted to enter on 1 minute, but I wanted to see that extra confirmation, and the reason was that dollar was still below current week value or high. Could have easily, you see this rejection, this one would have flipped bearish and then continue to the downside. That's why I didn't really enter on 1 minute. Decided to enter on 5. But let's see. Buyers getting trapped here, that's good.
Yeah. A lot of them at the top.
A lot of buyers for this past 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever.
Yes.
Look at all these green balls.
To be honest, I think VWAP is a good target.
Yeah.
Since it's right at that bottom, at that wick on 5 minute,
Yes.
I think that's a sweet spot.
I will definitely manage my position
Yes.
when I see strong rejection. Bosco, about gold, the 15 still not that convincing with that overvaluation. You see that it pushed to the upside, valuation still there, and we had a 3 super bearish candle here, but the valuation didn't really move to the downside that much, and the volume is kind of dying out. So we wanted to long from previous day POC and fixed value high, but that extra confirmation wasn't really there. Like, even if you had taken this from here, I mean, you could have been break even by now, but it's a bit slow, to be honest. If this 15 minute would have been undervalued, yeah, I would have definitely taken this trade. But you see how it's kind of slow. It took out the Asia high here with this push up. Now it's dying out. So personally, I want to see more volume on gold before taking a trade today. Interesting to see how we read the order flow. Yeah, we are still student of this game, right? We are learning day by day. But
Of course.
let's see, tapped into those buyers. I want to see this one flipping bearish and drop.
Yes.
If not,
Yes.
then I might either close or put my stop loss on break even. Buyers stepping in right now. I don't like it.
Yeah, very aggressive.
But it's also 2 minutes, 3 minutes until the 15 closure. So good, dollar opens up, make that bottom weak, and then shoot up. That would be really, really nice. What's US30 doing? Holy, still going. God damn.
Bro. And then Q is
How many
is
Rs
already
is
dead.
this? I wanna know.
5, 6.
5.2. Even if you entered more conservative.
3.5.
2.8.
2.8.
Almost 3. This is ridiculous. You said Nasdaq.
Nasdaq is dead. It just went down.
Dropped and then said goodbye. That's about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
swing value. Oh,
what? This recent 5.
yeah, from this top. Oh,
I think it is also almost reached that fixed value area low of that big range from the left that I had marked out.
this one.
Yeah, that big one.
Yeah, it is
Almost
actually. Depending on how.
Yeah, depends on how you pick it, right? I
Yeah.
picked it on 1 hour, but you can tweak it on 15 and 30. Yeah, you can definitely tweak it. You can go like this, and you can go like this. Yeah.
Interesting. You see, guys, this is what I mean. Gold makes a big move, dies out, makes a big move, and let's see now. I mean, on the 50 minutes still looks decent, but the volume is very
Euro doesn't look
inconsistent.
now.
Because look at the value high on 15, it's quite nice, but the volume is very inconsistent. Euro still overvalued. Would have loved to see this 5-minute pushing up to evaluation.
Yeah, buyer stepped in quite aggressive. Look at the bubbles. 255, 124.
Bubbles. Let me filter it out.
Yeah.
Oh, the bubbles. All you see is green. Big buyer stepped in right here on that 15 minutes. This green dot here is the well. Let's see how the 15-minute closed. I will wait for this dollar. If this one flips bullish, I might hold it. Same with the euro. Okay, it flipped.
Definitely, yeah.
We'll wait for gold to flush out the seller's first. Yeah, makes sense.
Makes sense. Yeah.
But that 5 swing that we talked about. Was it PLC or something? Value a 5 for me. From 15. I did change, seems like.
See, the moment the moment dollar slowed down a bit,
Yeah.
gold immediately picked up. Oh, this is actually the relative strength that you watch out for.
Holy, Dow is on crack today. Still pushing. Smash that like button, fam.
All right, look like some buyers are stepping in still.
On euro.
On euro, yeah.
Yeah, many buyers consistently over 150, 200 contract.
250, 271.
But yeah, I'll wait for another couple minutes.
Yeah, let's see if this 15
The entry was good though. That
is
initial
willing to-
push
of course.
was
Of course.
super good. So I'm
I
willing
mean,
to
these
hold
are
this.
setups. Yeah, these are setups that I'm willing to take day in, day out,
100% aligns with everything we do.
because
Are we gonna hit stop
volume-
loss sometimes? Absolutely. That's trading. Show me someone that doesn't hit stop loss. You should be worried of that someone.
yeah.
But yeah, fam. I think I'm gonna let this one run. If I don't see enough confirmation, I might close it. And if this one drops, especially if it drops below this one, I'm moving my stop loss on break even and letting this one just run. Especially if I see dollar pushing up. If not, then yeah, I might even close it here. So let's see. But good session as always. We went through a lot of things. US 30 played out on the bullish scenario. Goldie played out as well, but not clean entry model, I would say. But that 5-minute undervaluation was absolutely spot on. It's just the volume what was a bit inconsistent, so not every day you're gonna see the cleanest setup, the cleanest trades. And yeah, seems like dollar is going to drop. But thank you guys for tuning in. Great session as always, and hope you guys enjoyed today's stream of me hosting with Andre, and we will be back next week on Tuesday and Thursday as always, so hoping to see you guys there. And I will definitely close this one as dollar is dropping.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Last thoughts?
Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in as always. It is a pleasure to host it, of course, alongside you and keep you guys updated with the market. So yeah, let's see how this trade plays out. We'll keep monitoring it. If it plays out, yes. If it doesn't play it out, it's good as well. It doesn't matter. Yeah, of course. One trade doesn't define you as a trader, right? One loss, or exactly. We move on. We are looking for the next setup. All right. That being said, take care of you. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't to yet. And see you guys on the next one. Have a good day.
Have a good day. Cheers.
Bye-bye.